Hello Libra, how are you guys? Um, this is gonna be your monthly reading for month of December. Cannot believe 29. Actually, I came to believe that it's the end of 2019. Um, okay, and as usual, I want to thank you all for liking, subscribing, sharing, watching my videos, and also who has donated to this channel. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Okay, without any further delay, let's get into the reading. And I kind of changed the layout a little bit. It's still gonna be like free flowing, but I'm gonna be using multiple cards like tarot deck to just add layers. So this is gonna be kind of deeper and longer reading. So if you are up for those kind of things, this reading is for you. Okay, let's see. Actually yesterday I did a whole reading. It was like 45 minutes long, and then I realized for some reason my camera did not record any of it. So that's that. There has to be a reason maybe. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. We start with Eight of Pentacles. It's interesting because yesterday when I did the reading for you and I was getting the like overall energy, I also got Eight of Pentacles, but from a different deck. It's come from Wild Unknown deck. This interesting that it start, and now this for this we started with eight of Pentacles. Very interesting. I feel like hold on. Knight of Wands. Perfect. Yeah, I feel like, that whether you know it or not, whether you want it or not, you have been investing a lot in a relationship. This is a relationship reading. I can tell it. I can totally tell it. I can feel it. So whether you want it or not, and you have been very, it's like a dedicated. But it's not like that you dedicate. I feel like this the person that you are connecting with is not, you guys are not in contact, but like you guys are putting effort from distance to, so that when you come together it can work. When you come together, it's like it can produce some kind of equal, some kind of harmony, some kind of understanding that surpasses this, all this kind of initial attraction and connection. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe you did not, and like I think last 2-3 readings, I don't remember, maybe at least definitely in October reading, I felt like that you are very tired of waiting, and then I feel like this waiting, while you are waited so long, you actually put a lot of dedication to this connection. You put a lot of energy and thoughts into this connection, which is like this kind of building. It's like a spider web in Wild Unknown Tarot deck. The Eight of Pentacles is like a spider web. It's like a building block by block, and expanding that web. And it takes a lot of hard work and dedication and mutual understanding to build this kind of stability, where this web is so formed that like it can hold this big spider in the middle. Because the spider web is like, it's nothing. It's just seriously just a thread made out of body secretion. So it's not really something solid, but it is so solid because it's so connected with everything, all the element, that it creates that kind of net where whole body can hang on to it, like that. So you guys really worked a lot, like it may not translate it externally, but internally, both of you. And I feel like this is the energy not about only you, it's also the energy I'm getting. The person that you are connected with both puts a lot of effort and dedication to build this, so that when it comes together, even though it is so solid. It doesn't have to be solid in material, but it is so solid in spirit, it's so solid in intention, that it can hold all this kind of weight and all this kind of turmoil that a relationship can pose over the time. You know what I mean? And there is a urge, and I feel like this is the urge. Again, I feel like you both are mirroring energy. I feel like this is the urge for both of you. When you feel this Knight of Wands, it's not, Wands is all about passion, Wands is all about doing something. It's like a driven. It can make, like, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands can pose this kind of sensitivity of impulsiveness, but here, right after Eight of Pentacles, I don't think it's impulsiveness. I think it's a driven. It's a drive that you feel that you need to do it right now. It's not that impulsive act you are doing out of just a whim. No, it's not, because you put a lot of effort in it, so you know ins and outs. So there is no whimsical, there is no impulsiveness here. But I feel like both of you are feeling that I feel like you are feeling that, okay, I don't know what's going on, I need some kind of reassurance, otherwise I feel like my intuition is failing. So you feel that kind of urgency to do something, but I don't think that you want to do something, you want them to do something, show something, that there is a tangibility, that external outlet of this emotion, of these feelings that you both are embodying from distance. So that's the drive, and that's the feeling, that urgency for you. And the other person that you are connecting with, they really want to come and communicate something. They feel that, okay, this is the time, but every time they feel that this is the time, they kind of going back, and they are really checking this Eight of Pentacles kind of status, that did I do everything, did I put all my effort before I jump into this, did I do all this, so that I don't want to mess things up, I don't want to create any kind of hiatus, I want to flow. Once it starts, I want this flow like a river. So they are just going back every time they feel this impulse, they feel this, they have to do something, they're going back and check. But I feel like that kind of going back and check is coming to an end, because I feel like that this cycle has been coming to an end. Like, all the dedication is coming to an end. It's not like dedication just gone away, but you did your work. You know what I mean? You and they, like both. This is a combined energy. Libra. I have been under the weather for quite a while now, and I'm kind of surprised that I'm getting so much energy to really embody this energy. I was pretty mellow for last few days and even a week, and it's interesting that how much energy I'm getting from this reading. Libra, let's see what comes. Libra. Page of Cups. Not kidding you. Yesterday, when I did the reading, the first card came Page of Cups. Okay, I want to clarify that, because it was a different tone back then, but I feel like now it's a different. I feel like, okay, this is what's happening. I'm gonna get one more card, then I'm gonna get into it. Let's see what comes right after Page of Cups. Interesting, very interesting. Magician in reverse. Okay. Here. This is so interesting. Like, you two are so connected, whether you realize or not. like it's almost like a thread that is so, it's like almost like an invisible thread that's connecting you two. So what's happening, you know this person, whosoever you are thinking about, you know this person that I'm talking about, you know this person already, this is nothing new. But when you guys connected in past, there is a lot of dreaminess about love, there's a lot of dreaminess about, you know, true love. You really felt that this lost hope that true love still exists. That person came to your life, and you actually both came to each other's life and kind of restored that faith. You feel like it is possible, it is possible to have this kind of love with true dignity and true respect and share and compassion, like all these things, you know, that we think of when you think about love. And it was like that, it was like that in their head, it was like that in your head. You guys did not really talk about that like too out loud, but you felt that so much. You know, it's almost like a sublime experience of this experiencing the true love that you think is true love is, and your definition of true love kind of match with the person that you are connecting with. So I feel like, and then things did not follow through because of lot of reason, because you guys both realized that there is a lot of work that needs to be done in order to really materialize this kind of love. You know, the page of cups, you know, page of cups is all about emotion, it's about sensitivity. But page are very naive. Why we say naive? Because they have this idealistic idea, but you know, like sometimes they don't realize that how to translate that idealistic idea into real life in 3D world, where there will be a lot of other obstacles that kind of hinder that idea and ideology. But you guys are both are very mature, so you realize there is a work that is involved, that needs to be done before you can jump into, before you can translate this kind of love into something real. So that's why this the time has passed, um, where externally nothing had happened, because you guys both are dedicated to work internally to make this thing happen. So now, you know, this after you both feel this kind of urge, that some kind of urgency that something needs to happen, something needs to happen, something needs to, this wants, like, you know, like this translating this wish into an action, that translation needs to happen. And now I feel like they really, I feel like you want them to come back to you, like they, like you guys started, like with this dreaminess, with this naiveness, with this sorry with this innocence. You want to come back, you want them to come back to that. You don't want to come back, you don't want them to come back to, oh, this is how relationship works, this is, you know, like that, like you, because you feel like you both have put enough effort to really take up this challenge to how to love somebody, like really love somebody, and how to do that. And they have been manifesting that. I feel like you both, you know, like this is, I'm telling you, this is a combined energy. You both have been manifesting that. You both have been manifesting, like magician is all about getting all these tools together. Okay, I need to know, I need to in tune with my intuition, I need to know how real world works, I need to know what kind of money and what kind of security, what kind of like safety I need in order to build something. And I also need to know that mind is clear to see things clearly, all this element. And I also need to believe in unknown, which is ether. So you know, all these things when it comes together, then something the true manifestation happens. But you guys both are kind of embodying, that's why the work got involved. You know, you are working on yourself so that you can manifest it externally. But now I feel like you guys realize that you have the tool, but right now you need to look back, what you're gonna, so that you can know what you can do with these tools. So that's why the magician is reverse, because you guys are ready to take the action. Manifesting is over. Manifesting is not, I mean, not over, but manifesting gonna the manifestation gonna happen when you look back and reflect on how to use those tools. Like, look at this magician has everything. This magician has all this different element, ether, infinity, everything. But if like if it is just a lying on the table, nothing gonna happen. So like now I feel like that you guys have realized that you have gathered all this tool, you have realized that you have put all this effort, and this is coming to an end. It is a time to act on it, and so that you can embody this love that has started its course long time ago, and then you guys got involved in other work, internal work. Now it's time to go back to this and really make it happen. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out some cards from Spellcaster Tarot just to add a layer to it. Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. Oh yes, absolutely. You guys are really like this, like look at this card. I really like this a deck. It's very not only inclusive, it has a certain tone that very liberating at the same time. It's very free. um like this idea, like what I was saying, like is you guys don't want to come together, like putting all the laws and the, oh, I'm like this, you are like this, we're not gonna do this, we're not gonna, there is not like that kind of contract you guys are looking for. You guys are this, the people like I'm talking to, like you and the person you are connecting with, both of you are very free flowing. You want to enjoy life in their fluidest or like fullest. You want to enjoy life with some kind of no, I feel like I'm connecting with people like who are not really abide by rules or anything. It's just more of a just like kind of just love in its own terms, and that's why, like Page of Cups is like, so you guys are coming back to, after doing all this materialistic work that you have to do in order, you guys are not dreaming. It's very interesting couple. I don't know, this is very interesting. You have this idea of love which is so full, like free flowing, almost feel like a fantasy, almost feel like a dream, but you also know you both are so dedicated and so mature that you understand that in order to consume this kind of attitude of love, attitude towards love, one has to have the basic fundamental, which is building themselves so that they can attain this kind of freedom. Like, but I feel like you guys have done this work, and now this kind of free of love, love where it's like, I don't know, there is no restriction, there is like a just kind of trust, intuition, everything kind of, I don't know, it just gives me a sense of joy and just flow. Like I'm almost feel like a feather, I'm almost feeling like a dove is just like flying in the sky, like that kind of freedom and lightness that coming from this Page of Cups, like where naivety, where innocence is not gonna be a problem. It's not gonna be, oh, you don't know what love is. You can attain this kind of, like, like there is a very nice way of saying, like the most sophisticated thing is in this world is simplicity. So Page of Cups is, because Page is the first big like card in the like suit cup, like suit segment, like, so you are like, this naivety and innocence need, this simplicity needs this kind of sophistication, needed this kind of work that you have guys have done. That's why you can afford to be this kind of, afford to have this kind of love with free and kind of lightness. Page of Cups double Page of Cups. It also has this kind of a little bohemian kind of sense to it from this, but it depends on, how you define that and how you structure that kind of energy. Four of Swords. Yeah, yeah. Four of Swords, like you you have gone within. You have gone within to, like, I feel like this is a mutual. I'm reading for, this is not a only Libra reading, I can tell you that, because I'm getting this, it is a combined energy reading for Libra and Libra cross watcher. Whosoever, if you're connecting Libra, if you're connecting with this is also for the person you are connecting with. It's the same energy. You guys are exactly have gone through the same path. This is unbelievable. This is really unbelievable. I never got this kind of energy. Like, two people are so in sync with each other, even from distance, that they are going through the similar kind of energy. So I feel like you both went inside, and you kind of, you are looking for spirituality. You are looking for spirituality. You went deep, and look at this. They are guarded by this wolf. Wolf is all about getting to know your own sensuality, getting to know your own senses, so that you understand your surroundings. So that's where the, when I say that again and again, I'm going back to refer to Eight of Pentacles, because I just want to clarify, I just want to let you know that what this, like, what is, you guys, like, I started this reading by saying that you have been very dedicated and can devoted to work. What kind of work you have done, I just want to give you this perspective to you. So it's not external work. External work, now it's going to translate, because you did all this internal work where you really gone within and kind of spiritual and kind of guarded by your senses. You are guarded by your senses, so that your mind is clear, your mind is not clogged. And it was a long journey. It is not just an overnight fix to get into that kind of clarity, but you did it. You both did it. You both did the same thing. Look at this. And I love this detail in this card. There is a little candle on burning in the shoe. Like, shoe is what? Shoe is our, it's our root chakra. I mean, not root chakra per se, but this is, like, which ground us, So all this knowledge, all this clarity that you are getting, so that when you take action in real life, when you take action in external world, it is not just an act for survival. Those acts gonna be motivated. I'm sorry, there is some noise by the children. They're gonna be, it's like, this act's gonna be motivated by, like, knowledge and the inner knowing and spiritual. So like, these things are coming together, so that like, even though other people can say it's all dreamy and all that, but this is not dream. That how hard you guys have worked, so that your dream can supported by this kind of knowledge of spirituality and knowledge of understanding the real senses of inner knowing. This is very beautiful and deep reading. I mean, this is really beautiful reading. This kind of love, when you get to know each other, through the process you go, get to know yourself so deep, that's beautiful. That, I feel like, to me, that's what love is for. This complete understanding of others and complete understanding of yourself, and it's a continuous process. Two of Swords in reverse. Perfect. Now. You both know now, like, that's why you both feeling this sense of urgency, because that all this, there is no two way, there is only one way, and that leads you, both of you, to each other. There is no two way. That has ended. There is no place for doubts. There is no place for alternatives. It's as simple as that. I'm not gonna go deep in this because it's as simple as that. When you have Four of Swords, when you both went to Four of Swords, there is no place for Two of Swords anymore. There is no place for Two of Swords anymore. When you both went to this Eight of Pentacles with Four of Swords, my goodness. With Magician, like you guys really work, like every angle. Look at this. Magician is everything. You went spiritual, mind, you went your practicality. Like you guys really want this relationship. You really want this connection. So you worked on every angle. That's why it took time. Good things always takes time, One more card from this deck and then we're gonna move to the next one. Three of Pentacles. You guys are coming together, man. I feel like Magician, Magician, like I said, it's now time to look back and use all those elements, use all these tools, all this knowledge that you guys have gained, all this kind of spirituality, all this kind of real knowledge and how to translate into reality. Three of Pentacles, that it backed up by these pentacles, which is very earthy, like how to make it work on this earth. That is been taking place, where two people are, binding, coming together with the wisdom that they have managed to gain through the process of manifestation as a magician. So now it's time to really put these pentacles, put this knowledge on the ground and let it grow, let it shine. Look at this. They're actually putting a seed in the soil, and there's like it's time to let it bloom. It's time to act. It's time to let it bloom. That's why you both are feeling this Knight of Wands energy. It's not impulsive. It's a driven energy right now. Okay, I'm gonna get a few cards, or maybe one or two, I don't know. Let's see. From Wild Unknown to see overall. This is beautiful, Libra. I mean, this is beautiful. I know that you almost lost hope in this is sometimes life is smarter than we are, and we don't understand some things, but it's gonna show. Daughter of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Page of Wands, that Daughter of Wands is like Wild Unknown is like equivalent to Page of Wands in regular tarot. So like this Page of Wands, like this kind of like page of like these pages are all about this idea of lofty idealistic idea of doing. Like Wands is all about do and passion. Yeah, like Page of like Daughter of Wands, like look at this, like it's surrounded by serpent. Serpent is what? Serpent is all about this changing into something, changing into like doing by releasing the old stuff and doing something new all the time. This kind of urge, this kind of passion to do something new, this adventurous, this kind of thing, sometimes it may do not hold that depth knowledge that needed to make these things once happens. That's why it is reversed, because it's not, it's now you guys know it's not just an impulsive act anymore. It's gone through a lot of waves to understand how to manifest this idealistic passion and idealistic love in real life. That's beautiful. Son of all this, okay. So I'm gonna stop here because this is interesting. You can see that how we are getting this. There is even though you guys are really actually holding like queen and king kind of energy, but the way you guys are coming up is like page of cups. Yeah, son of swords means knight of swords, and then daughter of wands is like page of wands. Like, see that knight page kind of energy. All this, I think this is telling you that you both have to embody your inner child. You cannot just show all knowing kind of attitude, even though I'm telling you, you guys when you're gonna connect, it's gonna be so mature and so fulfilling. It almost gonna feel like you guys are, it's like almost like a king and queen kind of pair. But the way you are gonna connect with each other is gonna be full of innocence and full of simplicity. It's not gonna be all this complexity that sometimes we adults bring in unnecessarily to make things convoluted. The love and the passion that you're gonna share, it's gonna be very deep and rooted, but the way you are gonna be sharing is gonna be almost like a childlike. And that's the advice here, that bring your, don't think too hard, just be your inner child and everything will fall in place. When you guys come together, which is gonna be soon, just be your inner child, let your inner child shine, and it's all gonna be in place. That's what the advice is here. And I'm gonna take one more card from this oracle deck, just to see like mood. This is very moody deck. I feel like very sublime and moody. I'm gonna see the mood, overall mood. Oh, one just flew out of oh my god, rose garden. Look at this. God, look at this. Caterpillar to butterfly. It's like a cliche of transformation. But other day I read it somewhere that actually the process of caterpillar to butterfly is like a complete like dissolving caterpillar's own body into this secreted liquid to become this butterfly who can fly. So you are like dissolving all the thorn that you have on your body. So all this thing that pains you, all these things that makes you feel that you have to be all the time protective, what this like these spikes on the caterpillar does, it protects it. It's like a self-protective mechanism. That kind of self-protectiveness, that kind of guardedness needs to be dissolved. You guys are coming together in such a beautiful way, Libra. I cannot even tell you how I feel that this is just the ultimate, I feel like the ultimate reunion when two people are coming after so much of self dedication and devotion and spiritual knowledge, with coming to each other with like a page like naivety and page like innocence and love, embodying this love with such a practicality mentality, because you are letting your guard completely dissolve, kind of melting with your own knowledge, with your own love that you have for each other. All those kind of guardedness, like nine of wands kind of energy, like I have to protect my idea, I have to protect myself, I have to make myself secure and safe. Those kind of safety mechanism gonna be dissolved, and that's how you are gonna be transforming into butterfly, where it is gonna be so light. That's what I was saying from the all the time. The love that you're gonna feel is gonna be light, it's gonna be floating, because you guys gonna be there. Will be no guardedness. You don't have to be guarded. That's why it's coming like page and daughter, like page and knight, this kind of early energy, early, stages of energy coming. It's not early, this is just saying that let your inner child bloom, so that you don't have to feel that you need to be on guard when you be with someone that you love so dearly. Let that dissolve in its own liquid, so that you can transform into a butterfly, so that you can really, that's what it is ultimately. Oh my god, this is such a beautiful, I think I never seen such a beautiful reading, I mean, yet, so far. This is the most beautiful reading I have ever done. Oh my god, whosoever I don't know, I wish it was me. But whosoever I'm connecting with, this is great. This is great. Just please remember, just you have everything. You have all the maturity, you have all the groundedness that you need. You guys have worked on it, but let your inner child shine now. All right, Libra, I think this is it. This is the amazing reading I have, and I hope you get something out of it. And thank you so much for joining back again, and thank you so much for your support and everything. Okay, I really do care for you guys deeply, and just take care. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.